Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats and UFCU Stadium. This place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to inhabit these stands shortly. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Trojans taking on the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Jackson gonna throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Sparks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The give from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're about to exhaust their opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up here on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Troy's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Got it in the middle, it's Connor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that When they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Second down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Caught in the backfield, it's Lovett. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 1.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going right to work up top. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's got an open man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Crowder. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air, it's Crowder. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lovett. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And wings it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Not a lot of of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jackson will throw. Got a man. It's Sparks. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sparks. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Crowder. Got it behind the line. It's Lovett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down after the run. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith.
The pass on 1st down. Caught by the tight end. Loses 1. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Smarts. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sparks. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Bobcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the play fake. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll go to the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bobcats. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Schwartz. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
And the Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Throws to the back. Hits the open man. He's loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Lovett. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Crowder. Got it in the middle, it's Higgins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move is the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Jackson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Sparks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's complete. Touchdown, Texas State. And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Higgins. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
That's caught. It's Bryant. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sparks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this is a game this quarterback is going to remember for a very long time. There's not many where you get close to 500 yards passing. That's what he has. A Heisman-worthy performance.
And the Bobcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football. You've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Coming up, 4th down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lovett. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Second down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jackson will throw. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Higgins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Higgins. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute. He's doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Power ahead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pulls it in. It's Mims. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Brings up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gives it on the option. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Pickup of 2. Fourth down coming up.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Lovett. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Absolutely perfect.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The inside handoff. Jukes his way for more.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.